huge deposit on this place. So hang on one second. I want you to explain this to her so she can get the ball rolling on this as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to talk to her. That's fine.
Okay, hang on one second.
All right. How you doing?
No problem. Hi, Lee. Well, my name's Mr. Issa, ISSA. So, the court order, which I have left a copy of here at the house, says that I have the right to list the property for sale, I have a right to collect rents, I have a right to rekey the building, and a host of other things. The order is like 18 or 20 pages long. So one of Anthony's partners happens to be here. I've given him a copy of the order. Anthony was asking, I think, if I'm here to lock you out or evict you. The answer to that is no, assuming you guys have a valid lease and if you have made the appropriate payments under the lease, and if you are out, if the lease is through, I think, May the 3rd, then I'm okay with you guys staying here. Well, I'm not sure that I need to talk to him. What I really need to know is, do you guys have a copy of a signed lease, and have you made the payments? So I would assume that you guys have...
do. Everything's been paid up front.
Okay, so you guys presumably have copies of canceled checks.
What'd that guy say?
I don't know.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still here. Everyone's still here.
What's up, man? Lee.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey.
Hey, I've got Patrick on the phone with me. My first Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm his partner. I'm the broker, and more than 2-3 times in the past couple of years. And he was under pressure because the guy is a builder and he is the real owner on title, and he's always been an honest, upfront guy. He's not going to lie and take our money and just.
And he is the current owner. I'm looking at the title. It's Adam Ambrosia, irrevocable trust, and that's as of January 2020.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I want to know is I put out a sizable deposit on this place. If this, you watch it, you see enough of these things happen, and if they're here confiscating the house or surrendering it over and changing all the locks, then where's my deposit? I want it wired back immediately. You got to understand my concern when someone's here changing the keys, and I was presented this house as everything's all fine and dandy and it's the best house in the hills, and then 3 weeks later someone's here saying this guy hasn't paid his bills.
Did he after long comment change your lock?
They're here right now changing the locks. They have a signed order from a judge.
Did he call the police, Patrick?
So I want my deposit back ASAP. I've paid the rent. I'll finish out my lease unless you want. There's like 6 people here right now. Yes. I want my deposit. I want my deposit back ASAP.
Legal, Patrick?
Yeah, we don't really know if that's even legal. Just go ahead and change the lock.
Yeah.
But the guy said Anthony could stay there until the 3rd.
There's a.
It's
It's from a district court judge.
Do you have a copy of the paperwork?
Yeah,
We can give it to Lee and we can talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, it's here right now. Okay, he's gonna email this to you right now.
But I don't have her email address, presumably.
Text me your email address, Lee, so it's at the top of my thing.
Okay.
All right.
Will do.
All right. Bye.
Hi.
Hey. We just left. They've changed the locks.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even have to tell what I think's going on, but
When you asked him and you said, hey, out of fairness, I'd like my deposit back now, rather than when what did he say to that?
that we have a legal contract. I honor my word. You're covered, but I've been in this business long enough, and I was in federal court last year for someone that did the same thing, that honored his word and had a lot of legal documentation, but he still made off with like $18 million. I've told him 3 or 4 times, look, I'm gonna finish out my lease, and You know, I may even move out of the house. I don't care, because at this point I just don't feel safe. We've already been broken into once. Now 2 more people have keys to the house and the codes. I just don't. I'd rather just go get a hotel for peace of mind. But I'm not going to ask him for the money for rent back. I just want my deposit back.
Calling me.
Hey, Adam.
I'm so sorry that this is happening, but I assure you, this is just, nothing has changed. This lender's just done something illegal. He's going to have some major repercussions. These are $1 million paid white collar family men. These guys are not something you need to be worrying about at all.
Adam, I did not know this was an issue when I signed that lease. Okay, obviously nobody would know that, because they'd probably be hesitant to sign a lease where they're wiring $100,000 up front. Now,
no, it's not an issue for you. Just so you know, that has nothing to do with your lease. This is a long time battle we've been going over for years.
I know I'm covered from a legal perspective as far as my lease. My deposit is what I'm worried about. When there's a financial issue like this, the first thing that always happens, and I have to play worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that I get to finish out my lease, but I don't get my deposit back because there's no money to pay for it. For my own peace of mind, there's only 2 ways this plays out. Is one, I get my deposit back this week. I continue out my lease. You have that money, that's $68,000, that's yours, whatever, I don't care. I'll finish out my lease, whether I even stay there or not, as long as I get my deposit back this week.
And obviously I'm operating outside of our contract, but you're important to me. And if that makes you happy, and if that makes you feel secure, then I'll do it.
Wire me 15 today, and we'll figure the rest out.
Done. I'll send it to you right now.
I'll text it to you just so you have the correct stuff.
And I want to reiterate this, and I want you to hear me.
Yeah.
Long-term relationships are very important. They're more important than money. And I've lost relationships, and every relationship I've lost really bothers me. And I don't want to ever lose relationships, especially over money, ever again.
You're saying you'll wire me 15 today. Let me see the wire, and then I have no worries. And then we'll talk. And dude, I am the king of coming back from major setbacks. So if this, dude, if you keep your word with me, sit down. I'd love to talk to you, and if you share what you want to share with me. I've probably never been in this. I've never been in this position, but shit, there's a first time for everything. You know, we can sit and talk, and
dude, I would love
that. Maybe there's a way that, like, if anything, I can give you peace of mind. And if here's the thing, dude. If shit's gonna hit the fan, and this is gonna go get even worse and even worse and even worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite saying is, "It is what it is. Let it happen, and then just figure out how to deal with it afterwards." And let's sit and talk, and I don't know. Tell me your story. I've told my story.
I would love it.